Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk.
Getting down with Fresh Out, and you're tuned into another Prison Talk. This is an interesting one for you guys out there who follow TikTok. TikTok star arrested in Texas after a therapist's body was found murdered and wrapped in a tarp 400 miles away. Mr. Prada, real name Tyron Ishmael Thomas, was wanted on multiple charges following the death of 69-year-old William Nichols Abraham. Wow. Tyron Ishmael Thomas was initially wanted on charges of aggravated criminal damage to property, resisting an officer, and unauthorized use of a motor vehicle following the death of William Nichols Abraham, 69. On Wednesday, he was charged with second-degree murder. The 20-year-old, who has an online following of 8.2 million people, was reportedly caught driving along in the victim's vehicle, a black Lincoln MKZ, in Dallas, days after Abraham's body was found. He was arrested after initially refusing to pull over. Thomas allegedly backed the car into the police unit before speeding away through a traffic light, crashing the car and getting away from police, according to an arrest warrant. The Tangipahoa, I don't know how to pronounce that, Parish Sheriff's Office released surveillance footage stills of Thomas prior to the arrest after labeling him a person of interest. He was booked into Dallas County Jail on Monday evening, online records show. Abraham's body was discovered on Sunday morning at the side of a highway between unincorporated community of Flucker and village of Tangipahoa in Louisiana, according to the sheriff's office. His body was rolled up in a piece of tarp and found partially hidden along the road about 60 miles northwest of Baton Rouge, where detectives said Abraham worked. He had been violently beaten to death and had bruises all over his head, neck, police said. The Tangipahoa Parish Coroner's Office later confirmed that the preliminary cause of death was homicide and the manner of death was blunt force trauma. Woo, man. Not good. You get caught in the vehicle of somebody who was found murdered, and then you resist arrest and have a high speed. It seems like you're running from something. A motive in the killing has yet to be provided by the police, and it is not immediately known whether the victim and Thomas knew each other. So there's no ties as of now, but they look like they will be investigating this. So who knows what comes from this case. I mean, it's going to be big news, though. According to the biography on his webpage, Abraham was a life coach, licensed professional counselor, motivational speaker, and author. His office was based near the Mid-City South neighborhood, about 7 miles east of downtown Baton Rouge. Abraham's family told WBRZ he left home Saturday to clean his car and then said he was going to his office to do paperwork. He told his roommate it would take a few hours, but he never returned. The Independent has reached out to the East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office, which is handling the case, for further information. Oh, man. TikTok star. Well, it's all alleged right now, so we don't know if he's actually guilty of the murder or if he has something to do with it. Maybe he knows something about it, but doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. And, man, I tell you, man, you get caught up down there in Texas, Louisiana. Shout out to Texas and Louisiana. Man, it ain't no joke. You young guys, if you know anybody who's been to jail down there, you know it's hell, living hell. I know somebody who's currently doing a life sentence in Louisiana, and he said it's a horrible place, and he's basically in a situation that he said he don't wish it on nobody, and he got caught up for a murder and isn't coming home. Your association, the people you run with, I always tell you guys, you got to watch out. You know, I don't know what this guy's situation is. It's still early on in the investigation, if he was actually involved, if he knows something, but to fall from the skies and to think you're on top of the world and to now be in a situation like that, all bad. What do you guys think is going to happen to this TikTok star in prison? How do you think his time will be? Not good, man. It ain't good for anybody, but it's not good. And like I said, Texas and Louisiana is no joke. Ain't no joke, man. So leave a comment, share the channel, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this story. If you heard of this guy, I hadn't heard about him until a viewer sent it to me. But tap in with us. Big Herc 916.
Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in.
With Fresh Out Ministries, we're doing a new program where we're doing a takeover of a mom pop cafe or restaurant, and we're doing a pay it forward. So we're going to offer free meals at this particular restaurant or cafe, mom pop, for a certain amount of time, and we are asking that you make a donation to pay it forward so that we can continue doing this program for other mom pop restaurants and cafes, because we know that it's hard times out here. You have a lot of people that talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. And so we're actually walking the walk. We've been doing it for over 11 years on social media. We've been getting shadow banned. We've been getting demonetized. So we want to give back, and this is our way of giving back to helping everybody through these trying times with this economy. You know, a lot of churches, they got $100 billion, and you don't see them out here helping the people who are in times of need, but they're still taking in the form of donations. But how's it helping the community? We want to build a community sense where we help each other. We can all overcome. You can't sit around waiting for somebody to save you. You got to save yourself. And this is the way you do it. So by us being able to do these takeovers with Fresh Out Ministries, with the mom pop restaurants and cafes, we want to build a film, talk to you guys, get your feedback on what's going on right now in society. Hopefully you guys find it in your heart to donate. This donation, which is a pay it forward, will allow us to do other mom pops around the country eventually. But right now we're going to be in Southern California and Los Angeles, Orange County. So hey, reach out to your local businesses there. And if you are out of town in another area and you would like us to come there, if you provide the necessary means, we will come there also and do the same pay it forward. But right now, hey, if you're in locally in Los Angeles, Orange County, hit us up, freshoutseries@gmail.com. You can also make a donation on our link tree on our Instagram at Fresh Out Series.